Bonjour YouTube, welcome. What is this? What is this? Like, what is this? Why am I doing this? Bonjour YouTube, welcome back to our channel and to the midweek episode of Anton and Sinan. As last week, I am alone today in the video because Sinan is at work, so I thought, you know what, let's have a chat about the things that we've only experienced in France and nowhere else. Thing number one, money. Banking in general in this country is really frustrating. I personally absolutely despise banking here. Let me tell you why. Aside from all the things we've already described in our banking video, so look up, the thing that bothers me the most is the limits that the banks impose on you. Meaning that even if you have the money, your card would have a limit and it would have a withdrawal limit and the spending limit. The spending limit stretches for 30 days, withdrawal limit stretches in a week. I personally absolutely despise it because even if you have the money, you cannot spend it. Literally, you cannot spend it. It is so stupid in my opinion. If I have enough money in my account, I want to spend it, let me spend it. Don't make me, you know, wait or have to jump through hoops and loops in order for me to spend it. But this is the reality, unfortunately, in here. And this is the thing that I absolutely despise. And I've never experienced it anywhere else. If you have experienced it somewhere else, let us know in the comments below, because I don't know, for me this was a shock. Point number two, you cannot do internship without being an active student somewhere. Meaning, if you are, let's say, if you've graduated and like you've passed some time, you can't do an internship later on. You can do other type of things, but not the internship. This is a good thing because students are not being abused. I agree in a certain sense, yes, but at the same time I also disagree because sometimes people graduate, they spend some time without, I don't know, they take a rest, they take a break after studying, you know, they take 6-7 months or a year if they can afford it, and then afterwards they want to do an internship and they can't, because when you do an internship you have to provide the paper saying that you are studying somewhere else. If you have taken a career break and then you want to get back into it, you won't be able to get an internship. No matter how much you try. If you're not a student, you won't get it. I've checked it myself. This is what I found so far. You can't do it. If I'm wrong on this one, please let me know in the comments below, but so far this is what we found. Point number three, businesses close here once a year during summer for a month at least. It's explained by the yearly holidays that you must take. Normally what I found is that when you have a business, let's say when you have a store or something else, you arrange it in such a way that other people can fill in for you while you are on vacation. Here they just shut down. I have stores around me, around where we live, where they're just closed, and they're closed for a month. Some of them are closed for shorter periods, but a lot of people are closed for a month, and usually that falls into August. Now, if you're coming to France as a tourist in August, don't be surprised that some of the streets will be really quiet, because especially in Paris, because what happens is people go on vacations and they just leave the city. You won't see them, they're just gone. There are limitations on when you can take vacations according to law as well, so of course people are limited, but I find it interesting how everyone kind of seems to agree that in August we pack up and we go on holidays and the city is just quiet. If you're looking for Paris that is quiet, you can come in August. Now the next point is the strikes that last forever. And I mean it. And it's normal. We have strikes sometimes that last so long, you actually forget there is a strike. I remember there was a strike for SNCF, which is a transport company, the trains and, you know, trams and stuff like that were on strike for several months. I genuinely do not remember how long it lasted, but it lasted a long time, like several months. And in the beginning, and they would have, like, you know, for instance, they would have the strikes that would be really harsh in the beginning, then they would slow down kind of with striking, so sometimes you would have the trains come back halfway in the schedule sort of thing, and then they would go back to striking hardcore, you know, and it's the right to strike in this country, which is absolutely fine. It's just a thing that we've never experienced anywhere else. A friend of mine lives in a city where they had no buses for 2 months. And then as the user of these buses, of the transport, you were reimbursed basically for buying if you were like on if you were monthly tickets for Navigo, you would be reimbursed. But yeah, they didn't have any bus. Crazy though. The next point, it doesn't affect us directly, but we kind of seen it happening because Sinan, for instance, he's an English teacher. He teaches English in schools, and there is one thing that we found out, well, I found out through him, is that children in schools, they go on holidays at different times. The national territory of France is divided into like certain zones for the schools, and what happens is that one zone would go, let's say, I'm just making this up in terms of days, let's say from first 2 weeks of April, zone 1 will go on vacation. Then the 2nd to 3rd week of April, the second zone goes on vacation, or 2nd to 4th week of April, for instance, they go on vacation. So they basically go at different times, and it depends on where you live. That's when your vacation will be if you're a student in a school. So they shift. I find it fascinating because I've never seen anything like this. It's so it's new. Okay, this one I don't understand at all. There is a thing called titre de repas or titre restaurant or ticket resto. Basically, these are like tickets that you get when you work for a company. You get these tickets, it's like a booklet of tickets depending on the company where you work, and sometimes they don't give you tickets, they give you a card and you put the money on it, or you get the money on, you put the credit on it. What happens is you work for a month, let's say, and at the end of the month, along with your salary, you get this booklet or a card. And each booklet or each card has a certain amount of money. The booklet has like tickets inside that are specific, there's a specific amount on them. I think it ranges between 7 and 9 or 10, I don't know exactly. It depends on the employer. You are allowed to use these tickets at restaurants, and you are allowed to use these tickets in supermarkets to buy food or anything that's under that category. Daily limit is 19 euros. And what I don't understand, and I still don't understand it, I've been here for many years and I find it completely useless, to be honest. In my opinion, it's unnecessary. But if it is necessary, please, if anyone can prove me wrong, please do let me know. You get a cut out of your salary to this ticket, and the employer also puts the money on it, so together you get that amount. Now the thing is, I would rather have the money in my account rather than these tickets. That's just me, because I don't like to be controlled. Going back to the bank, you know, I don't like this control of me having a booklet that I can spend. But I'm limited to 19 euros a day. It makes no sense to me. That's the thing that I've only seen in France. I've never seen it anywhere else. Like ticket restos, like restaurant tickets, I don't understand them at all. That's one thing I don't get. And the final point. The final point is cheese. I know we speak about cheese in almost every video we make. Yes, we're big fans of cheese. The reason why cheese made into this list is because we've seen, from what we've seen, France is the only country where you can see that much cheese. So basically, imagine you come into any place in France, any store, any supermarket, you will see so much cheese. Even the tiniest store will have a lot of cheese on offer. There are obviously fromagerie, which is a cheese shop. You go in just to get cheese. And because cheese is such a huge part of culture here, I think this is one of the points in this video that I absolutely love. Absolutely love. So we started from the silly banking that I don't like, and we finished with the beautiful, beautiful point about the cheese. So I hope you like this video, and I hope you can relate or have some answers for the questions that I posted. If you like this video and you enjoy our channel, please don't forget to subscribe. Press the notification bell at the bottom, and like, share and subscribe. Subscribe again, yes. Thank you so much for joining us, and until next one, au revoir.